Alright, Duke, Murray State. It is the first game of this Super Regional. Let's see, the starting lineup for the Murray State Racers is center fielder Jonathan Hogart. After Jonathan Hogart, you have Dustin Mercer playing right field. Third base, batting third, is Carson Bremer. Batting fourth, playing second base, is Dom Decker. Batting fifth, playing first base, is Luke Millstone. And then batting sixth and playing the catcher position will be Will Vierling. Left field, seventh hitter is Dan Talkin. Their DH, batting eighth, is Nico Bermio. And then shortstop Connor Cunningham rounding out the batting lineup. Starting pitcher for the Duke Blue Devils is Owen Proksch. That's a fun name. He has a 4.83 ERA in 59 and 2/3 innings pitched. First pitch to Hogart. Lined to third base. He'll make the play, so that'll bring a quick first out for Duke. So one pitch, one out. It's exactly what Proksch loves to see. Second pitch soared for strike one. Yeesh. Dustin Mercer did not put a good swing on that ball. He's a senior out of Weddington, North Carolina. Second pitch, breaking ball, misses inside. Dustin Mercer has a .351 batting average on the season, but no home runs. That will be fouled back right into the catcher's mask. That cannot feel good. One-two count. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Low in the zone, or below the zone, rather. So Proksch will get the... Actually, I think it's Prosh, so I'm going to go with Prosh. Prosh gets the second out and his first strikeout of the day. Carson Garner at the plate now. .278 with 6 home runs. He'll have a ball and a strike on him as he fouls one back. That'll be a ball. That'll be the second one of the at-bat. Fastball. Call a strike at the bottom of the zone. 2-2 to Garner. Missed up for ball 3. Payoff pitch. Puts a good swing on it. And that will be... Is that a home run? Or is that foul? It's going to be a long foul ball. That's really unfortunate for Carson Garner. Bowen Prosh is loving the foul lines right now. Still a 3-2 count here in Durham. Garner fouls that one straight back. So it'll be 3-2 again. Three, two. 2 outs in the top of the first. He'll get the swing and the miss on the breaking ball that ends in the zone. Taking us to the middle of the first. Starting lineup for the Duke Blue Devils is shortstop Wallace Clark. Batting second left field Ben Rounds. Batting third, also playing third, Ben Miller. Batting fourth, Jake Hyde. Right field, Tyler Albright. Batting sixth, Sam Harris. Seventh is Macon Winslow. Eighth is Jake Berger playing second, and then center field is Kyle Johnson rounding out the order. The starting pitcher for Murray State is Nick Schutt. He has a 4.55 ERA and 87 innings pitched. Holy cow. He also has a 1.37 whip. He threw 170 pitches last weekend and is back out here for game 1 against Duke. The first pitch to Wallace Clark is a ball outside. No base runners yet this game, but Wallace Clark has a .310 average with 8 home runs on the season, 980 OPS. He'll take a hack at that one, foul it back. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the first base line. One, two to Clark. Ball outside. Fouled back, and it'll stay 2-2. Clark looking to get something going for the Duke Blue Devils. If you can jump out early, that's the best thing you can do. As Owen Prosh held Murray State scoreless in the top of the first. Pitch from Nick Schutt. Fouled off again. So it'll stay 2-2. Wallace Clark working a real nice at bat. Seventh pitch of the AB. Ball low and inside. That'll bring it to 3-2. Clark has worked a full count. Eighth pitch, swing and a miss. Out of curveball in the dirt. So he'll be tagged out on the drop third strike for out number 1. That'll be Nick Schutt's first K of the game. So far, all the strikeouts have been swing and misses. First pitch, fastball low, in the zone for strike 1. Ben Rounds has a 303 batting average, also with 8 home runs and a 955 OPS on the season. He'll swing at a curveball low. That'll be strike 2. Very favorable count for Schutt. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss at a fastball high and away. That'll be his second strikeout of the game. And just 2 batters. It'll be Ben Miller, who comes up now for the Blue Devils. Oh, and he's already in no 2 count. Whoops. He was 3 for 8 in his regional with 3 home runs. Excuse me, 2 home runs. As that ball is lifted to center field, and Jonathan Hogart will make the catch. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning, and bring us to the top of the 2nd. Top of the 2nd inning, first pitch from Prosch, outside for ball 1. Prosch working quickly as the second pitch has already been delivered. Grounder foul to the first base side. Dom Decker, the second baseman for Murray State. He's a sophomore from Sellersburg, Indiana. He's a 346 batting average with 962 OPS on the season. Has yet to hit home run, as he'll watch ball 2. He'll line that up the middle, and he'll get a single. Dom Decker, the first base runner of the game for both teams. But Murray State gets on base first in the 2nd inning. That'll bring Dom Decker's on base streak to 38 games. That's insane. Luke Mistone up to the plate for Murray State is a 344 batting average with 3 home runs on the season. 0-1 count to him. And I'm kind of slacking on the scoreboard. Whoopsie. It'll be 0-2 to Mistone. Prosch gets the swing and the miss. No, it was fouled off. And the catcher drops it. So Mistone stays alive. Pickoff attempt to first. Wide right. Dom Decker gets back safely. And now Luke Mistone lines it up the middle, and he'll get his first base hit of the day. That'll put runners on first and second, no outs for Murray State. With one runner in scoring position, that'll bring up Will Veerling, the catcher. As he'll swing at strike one. 0-1 pitch up and inside. That'll be ball one. That thing nearly took Veerling's head off. But third pitch. Double play ball. Shortstop has to range. He gets the tag at second. But that'll advance the runner to third. Veerling gets to first on a fielder's choice. Wallace Clark making the tag to get Luke Mistone at second. Duke was shifted so they couldn't get the double play. So it'll just be one out. And a 1-0 count to Dan Talkin. Talkin really wants to avoid a ground ball, because that could lead to a double play and no runs scored. This will be a fouled back. That'll be strike two. One-two pitch from Prosh. Ball high. Two-two. Lifted up to center field. Will it be far enough to score him? Makes the play. The throw in will not be in time. So Dom Decker comes in to score. Talkin gets the sac fly. Kyle Johnson made the catch for Duke, but didn't quite have the arm. It was deep enough into center that the throw had to be cut off. Prosh throws over to first, to no avail. Number 17 gets back safely. Nico Bermio at the plate. He's the DH from Murray State. He has a 360 batting average on the season with one home run and 930 OPS. Fastball inside. And I'm way behind on the scoreboard. Holy cow. I need to actually pay attention. Curveball lands in the zone for strike one. So it'll be a 1-1 count. The 1-1 swung and missed. Prosh looking for his third K of the game. Bermio lifted high out to right field. And it is caught by Tyler Albright. That'll end the second inning. So we head to the bottom of the second. Murray State is up 1-0 on Duke. So now bottom of the second, Jake Hyde at the plate takes ball one. And then fouls off. Ball for strike one. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off for strike 2. Shut the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off again by Tyler Albright. Or Jake Hyde, excuse me. Another foul ball from Jake Hyde. So it'll stay 1-2. One, two again. Ball inside. So it'll be 2-2 now. These Duke hitters working some good counts. First, Wallace Clark with an 8-pitch at bat. And now Jake Hyde with an, I believe, 6-pitch at bat so far. 7th on the way. Fouled off again, so he'll see 8. In Jake Hyde's last 25 games, he has a 3.14 batting average with 7 home runs. Hyde will smack that out to left field, and Dan Talkin will make the play for out number 1. With Jake Hyde flying out, that will bring up Tyler Albright. First pitch hits him, and Albright will take first. Sam Harris now at the plate. That'll be ball 1. Sam Harris has batted .311 on the season with 9 home runs. Harris will swing through that fastball. It'll be 1-1 now. That'll be ball outside for 2-1 now. Duke looking up to even out the scoreboard at 1 apiece as Murray State scored on the sac fly from Don Hawken. As Tyler Albright goes to steal a base, and he'll get in there safely. The throw down from Will Veerling wasn't in time. Albright had a great jump. The pitch goes in as a strike because Sam Harris swung at it. So it'll be 2-2, Albright on second now. That's Tyler Albright's 15th of the season. Sam Harris fouls that one back, so it'll be 2-2. Now the pitch inside, and it hits Sam Harris. So that's 2 hit by pitches in a row for the Duke Blue Devils. Now Albright's steal doesn't even mean anything. He'd be on second anyways. That'll bring up Macon Winslow. Macone. How do you say that? M-A-C-O-N. Regardless, that'll be strike 1. Shot will check on Albright at second, but he'll be back safe. Oh, 1 pitch. fouled back by Winslow. So bring it to 0-2. A second out here would be huge, because that means Duke probably won't score. Winslow just trying to keep the chain moving. The 0-2. Another foul ball. Duke has been exceptional at hitting foul balls and just staying in counts. I mean, where Nick Shutt has thrown 1 1/3 inning, he's already at 32 pitches. He's only thrown 9 balls. That just goes to show how good he's been, but how much better Duke is at working the count. So that'll be a breaking ball outside and low. Maybe 1-2. Grounder to third. The double play, Carson Garner steps on third, throws to first, and gets Winslow out on the throw. That'll be a 5-3 double play. And Duke will remain scoreless. We are now in the top of the third, as Prosh throws strike 1 to Connor Cunningham. That'll be a ball outside as well, so now it'll be a 1-1 count. Connor Cunningham has a .254 average with 6 home runs and .836 OPS on the season. Big hack from Cunningham at the breaking ball low. For strike 2. Prosh looking to finish the deal. 1-2 pitch. Line from Cunningham out to right field. And Tyler Albright will make the catch for out number 1. Albright's been real popular today amongst the Murray State hitters. It's like his 4th chance for a ball. As Jonathan Hogart comes back up to the plate. He grounded out to third last time up. He's a .338 batting average with 19 home runs on the season. If I'm not mistaken, that's the most on the team, as the 0-1 pitch is way outside for ball 1. One pitch, foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. Prosh, the payoff pitch, bounces it for ball 2. Foul ball. It'll stay 2-2. Hogart doing a nice job at battling as he grounded out on the first pitch of his first at-bat. That'll be a ball inside, and that'll bring it to 3-2. Full count now, and a nice little at-bat from Jonathan Hogart. Look to get on base first time today. Big swing out to left, and it gets down in front of Ben Rounds. And Jonathan Hogart will have a single. So the first batter of the inning for Murray State gets on base with a single. And now Dustin Mercer up to bat. First pitch to him is low. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout earlier, and he'll swing at a ball, another one that's low. It'll be a 1-1 count now. Pitch. Fouled off. So it'll be 1-2 to Mercer. Proch doing a nice job. Oh. Throw over to first. Not in time. Hogart gets back safely. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. The second strikeout of the day for Dustin Mercer. That's not what he wants. And that'll be Owen Proch's third K. So that'll be the second out of the inning. Now Carson Garner. Ball bounces away. So Hogart will now advance to second. Is that a stolen base? Passed ball. Loud pitch. What is that? I mean, Proch just bounces in. The catcher can't quite cradle it. Stay there, so it'll be 1-0. Second pitch to Garner is a ball. So it'll be 2-0. Man on second. Carson Garner struck out in the first inning. 2-0 pitch. Another curveball, same exact spot as the other two, but he swings this time. So it'll be 2-1. Nice little runner in scoring position for Carson Garner. See what he can do with it. Another breaking ball. Low, as all the others. Garner will hold off that one. So it'll be a 3-1 count. This is advantageous to Garner. That'll be Proch's first strike in the zone. And that'll be a full count with 2 outs in the top of the third. Walked him. I don't know why Jonathan Hogart didn't run there on the 3-2, 2 outs, but he didn't. But it works out as Carson Garner works the base on balls. That is Proch's first walk of the day. Now it'll be 1-1 to the fifth batter of the inning, Dom Decker. His first time batting was in the second inning. He got a nice little single and he came around to score on the sac fly. Swing and miss for strike 2. And now the payoff pitch. Ball outside. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 on first and second with 2 outs. And it's top of the third. Dom Decker thinks about swinging at the breaking ball. Low and away, but holds off, so it'll be 3-2. Surely the Murray State runners are running now. Oh, I guess he wouldn't have to run because it's not a force out. So Decker Puts bat to ball and he'll get a single, and that will drive in the second Murray State run. The throw from the center fielder made it close, Kyle Johnson, but it still wasn't in time. So that advance Carson Garner to second base, and Dom Decker will have a second single of the day. His second right up the middle, as Hogart will come all the way around and score. That'll be the second run for Murray State. So now they lead 2-0. It's the top of the third inning. 0-2 count to Luke Mystone. He singled his first at-bat. He'll look to keep the 2-out rally going. That is Proscia's second earned run of the day. Ball makes it 1-2. Payoff pitch to Mystone. Low. Nice block by Macon Winslow. I'm just going to call him Winslow. So it'll be 2-2. Ground ball over to the shortstop, over to the shortstop Wallace Clark, and he'll get the force out at third base. But not before Murray State gets their second run of the game. They lead it 2-0. Bottom of the third inning. One ball, no strikes to Jake Berger. Has the same name as a player in the major leagues for the Texas Rangers. Spelled a little differently with an E instead of a U in Berger. That'll be 2-0 now. Strike one at the top of the zone. So now it'll be 2-1. Berger's hitting .247 with 7 home runs and .837 OPS. Ball just missed. And now it'll be 3-1. Vierling calls fastball. And that'll go by the batter for strike 2. Full count now for Jake Berger. And Nick Schutt will walk him. That's the start Duke wanted. And now they'll have a runner on first, no outs in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Kyle Johnson. He's batting only .170 with 3 home runs in the season. He's had 2 attempts to make a play at the plate. But those Murray State runners are just a little too fast, as that's ball 1. One-0 pitch to Kyle Johnson. It'll be a fastball, gets the upper part of the zone. So it'll be 1-1. ball high. Another ball, that'll be 2-1. Nick shot another ball. It'll be 3-1 now. It's not what you want to walk the 8th and 9th hitters in a lineup to bring back the top of the order. And Kyle Johnson will smoke that ball. Way gone. That ball was demolished by Kyle Johnson for his 4th home run of the season. And just like that, Duke ties up the game 2-2 in the bottom of the 3rd. That was a shot. A no-doubter, if you will. That's insane. And now Nick Shutt has given up 2 runs to Duke in his first hit of the game. Or first and second. Just a moonshot. And now Wallace Clark will pop it up on the second pitch. Shortstop Connor Cunningham comes in and makes the grabs. That'll be the first out for Murray State. I want to know how far that ball went for Johnson. That thing was smoked. It went over the batter's eye and the camera well. Kyle Johnson might not have been able to throw out those 2 guys at home plate, but he sure did put the Duke Blue Devils back in contention, as that'll be a ball outside to Ben Rounds. He struck out earlier, and now he will ground out. That'll be the second out of the inning. Ben Rounds grounded out to the second baseman, Dom Decker. But we'll move past that as Ben Miller now comes up to the plate. He's up in the count 1-0. 1-1 count now for Ben Miller. Nick Shutt really needs to get out of this inning. And that'll be a ball just outside, I'm assuming. So it'll be 2-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Another pitch outside. So it'll be 3-1 again. Shutt needs to figure out his command, or else Duke will surely take advantage of it. Miller fouls the pitch off backwards and out of play. So it'll be full count. 2 outs. This will be Shutt's 55th pitch of the game, as Ben Miller will line out. Sorry, he will line out to Connor Cunningham. And that'll end the 3rd. But how about Kyle Johnson getting the game-tying home run? So now we're here in the top of the fourth. Owen Prosh still out on the mound. It'll be 1-0 count now, as he will be facing Will Vierling. That foul ball is far, but foul. So it'll be a 1-1 count. Prosh only has 3 Ks on the day, and so get a silly swing and a miss from Vierling. So it'll be 1-2. Vierling grounded out in the first inning, or rather it was a fielder's choice, but now he'll get a single out to left center field. So that'll be his first hit of the day. Ben Rounds scoops it up and throws it in to keep him just at first. Murray State hasn't gotten that extra base hit, but they do have 5 in the game, as that'll be strike 1 to Dan Talkin. He had a sac fly in the second inning to get Murray State's first run, as that'll be ball 1. So that'll be a 1-1 count. To Talkin. He'll pop it up into no man's land. Ben Rounds comes in to make the play. Vierling will hold at first. So that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll be a fly out for Dan Talkin. Now Nico Bermio to the plate. And that'll be strike 1 right down the middle. Bermio flew out to right field last time up. He is their DH. Vierling on first. That'll be another strike. So now it'll be 0-2 count to Bermio. In a 2-2 game, this is a part where you want to attack. 0-2, swing and a miss at a ball low. Bermio strikes out. He's now 0 for 2 on the day. That'll be Prosh's 4th. But a low strikeout affair, really, for both pitchers. Only 6 combined. So it'll be 2 outs in the inning. And now Connor Cunningham coming to the plate. That breaking ball appears to have missed up and in. Cunningham last time flew out to right field. And now that breaking ball also misses high and outside. Or inside. Third ball in a row. So it'll be a 3-0 count to Connor Cunningham. .30 count. Connor Cunningham does not have the green light as he takes a fastball right down the heart of the plate. And now Prosh's 80th pitch of the game is another fastball. Dots the zone. So being a full count now. Prosh has worked back into this count. Little dribbler down the first baseline that'll go foul. So it'll stay 3-2 to Cunningham. and it runs inside and hits him. That is the third hit by pitch of the game for both teams, not or combined. The last two batters that were hit did not come around to score. But we'll see if anything is different. Jonathan Hogart coming up for the third time. He's 1 for 2. He had a single in the third inning. Or it was the second or the third. That's all right. Pitching coach will come out and or Duke's coach will come out and have a word with Perosh. Could this be the end of his day? Who knows? I suspect not, but he doesn't have much longer as he's thrown 83 pitches through 3 2/3 innings. Oh, right. Oops, forgot to log the hit by pitch. Or wait, the walk? I'm lost. Whatever it is, there are 2 on for Murray State. I believe Hogart got on. I believe Hogart got on somehow. Maybe he got hit by the pitch and Cunningham walked. I'm not sure. Mark Hindy is getting warm in the Duke bullpen. A nice little dribbler. It'll be foul. Home plate umpire calls it foul. It looked on the line to me. But it'll be a 1-1 count. Let's see, did he make the right call? He did indeed make the right call. That ball is foul. And now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2.
To make sure that.
Whoa. Now the 1-2 pitch. Hard ground ball. Just foul down the third base line. I'm sure he wants that one back. That'll be strike 3. Prosh ends the third inning. That's also his 5th K of the game. And likely the end of his outing. Now Duke's up to bat. It'll be Ben Miller at the plate. But whatever it is 3-0. We're now in the bottom of the 4th inning. I forgot to change the scoreboard. He will walk. So a quick base runner for Duke. In the bottom of the 4th inning. Nick Shutt still out there. Or Shetty. being told by the captions that it is Nick Shetty. So maybe I wrote that down wrong. Whoops. Another mistake. Shocker. But it'll be 1-0. That was... I'm just going to believe the captions rather than myself. So, Shetty has thrown now 61 pitches, and it is 1-1 count. Albright up to the plate, as that was Jake Hyde who walked. Albright, his first at bat, got hit and then stole a base. But it'll be 1-2 to him. No outs here for Duke. Nice little breaking ball, but Albright will hold off. So it'll be 2-2. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to short. Over to second for one. Albright beats it out at first. Cunningham tossed to Dom Decker. And then the thrower to first to Mystone will not be in time. Will Murray State challenge that? I don't think they should. Good speed from Albright. We already know that. As he stole a base his first time up. Shetty will check on him. To no avail. Albright is back safely. Sam Harris, the batter. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, or plate appearance, should I say, as he swings and misses at that one for strike one. Second pitch by Harris. Vierling thinks about checking. Albright at first. Decides against it. So it'll be 0-2. Shetty in a good position to get his third strikeout of the day. Payoff pitch. Swung and a miss. Shetty gets his third strikeout of the day for his second out of the inning. Albright still at first, but Murray State can probably breathe a little easier knowing they don't have to get the double play. Shetty will check on Albright. No cigar. Winslow now up to the plate. His first at bat, he grounded into a 5-3 double play. Third baseman stepped on third, threw over to first, and got him. Wasn't quite fast enough. That'll be ball one inside. Ball way up. And that'll be 2-0. Just a bit high. Shetty getting ready to throw his 70th pitch of the game. It's looking likely that both starters will be taken out after 4 innings. But who knows, maybe he'll get a 5th. It'll be a 3-0 count now to Winslow. and he will be walked on 4 pitches. So Albright will head to second. That'll be another walk for Nick Shetty. What's happening here? A couple people from the bullpen. Or no, they're going to warm up in the bullpen, I see. So Shetty will continue his outing. But this will be his last out. The worst thing he could do is give up a run. That is possible because Berger is up to bat with a runner in scoring position. He walked in his first AB. So that'll be a ball to Berger. And then a second. So it'll be 2-0 now to Jake Berger. Shetty's got to get out of this inning. A third ball. He's thrown at least 7 consecutive. No, he's thrown 7 consecutive balls. That is not what you want to see. If he throws another ball here, that'll load the bases. Payoff pitch. It will be ball 4. Duke now has the bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th. So now Kyle Johnson, his first AB, he had a 2-run home run out to center. If he does it again, Duke will have a 6-2 lead over Murray State. Sorry, I was yawning. Now, I will say, I do like these uniforms from both teams. If I had to pick one that I liked better, I probably would go with Duke's, though. It's just such a nice uniform. That'd be ball 1 and then takes a ball or a strike low in the zone. So it'd be 1-1 count. This is Shetty's almost assuredly last inning. That pitch will barely miss for ball 2. Feels like the strike zone might be shrinking. Who knows? 2-1 pitch to Kyle Johnson. Will be a strike. So it'll be 2-2 now. Didn't look like Johnson liked that call. Doesn't really matter. It's what the umpire called. Payoff pitch. His 80th. And that breaking ball, to me, looked perfect. But umpire says it's inside. And so now it'll be a full count to Kyle Johnson. That looked like it was going to be the first backwards K of the day. 3-2 pitch. Roped into right center field, and it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Wow. What an AB. Wow. Yeah, well, that's rough. He thought he got strike 3 on the breaking ball, but instead Johnson gets a double on the first extra base hit between the two teams. That will score Tyler Albright and Winslow and bring Berger over to third. Wow. And Shetty's still out there. Wallace Clark is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a pop out. Time is called. Is a 1-0 count. Veerling giving a little encouragement to Shetty as he'll throw a breaking ball and it'll land as a strike. So it'll be 1-1 now. To Wallace Clark as Dylan Zentko is in the bullpen. That ball will get away from Veerling. He dives and tries to tag him, but he can't do it. The glove fell off Veerling's hand. And I don't know if that goes in as an earned run or a wild pitch or what. But it'll score another run, as I didn't even update it from the last time, so it was 4-2 and now it is 5-2. Unsure why Veerling didn't just toss it to Shetty, but Murray State is kind of imploding in the fourth inning. And now it is a 3-1 count to Wallace Clark. Hasn't done anything yet, but I wouldn't be quick to assume that he won't. And now he walks. Wow. What an inning. Let's see where that pitch was. Yep, inside. So it'll be first and third now. They've drawn 397 walks this season as a team, the Blue Devils have. And Shetty's still out there pitching. He throws the first pitch strike to Ben Rounds. I don't know if I like the calls this umpire's been making, but Shetty is dealing with class as he finally gets a fly out to the center fielder to end this nightmare fourth inning. Top of the fifth inning. Duke is leading 5-2 after a 3-run fourth. First pitch. Oh, Prosh is still in the game. And he'll get a putout. That ball deflects off of Prosh. And he'll get the out. So there'll be one out now. And Prosh somehow is still in the game. He now has thrown 2 pitches in this next at bat, and it is 1-1. Garner up to the dish. So that means Mercer. Oh, so that's what happened. Okay, so Mercer grounded out. And then it is now Garner is 2-2 on him. Strike 3. That'll be Prosh's 6th strikeout of the game. And he's dealing 93 pitches, 5 2/3 innings. Or 4 2/3 innings. He's made a comeback. I mean, I believe it was the second inning he gave up 2 runs, and now he's looking good. That would be a ball super high to Dom Decker. That ball lined foul ball. You hate to see it if you're Dom Decker. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles up the middle. Prosh has thrown 95 pitches so far this game. The 1-1 breaking ball lined out to right field. Albright will get to the ball and throw it in so that he does not advance to second. So it'll just be a single. For Dom Decker, his third. This time to right field. And now Luke Mystone, strike 1. He had a single. I believe it was in the second inning. And now he lifts it to right center field. Albright comes on to make the play. And that'll end the 5th inning. A very quick inning of work. And Prosh manages to get through 5. Dylan Zentko now on the mound. So that'll end Nick Shetty's day. Zentko on the year has a 4.18 ERA in 47 1/3 innings. 52 strikeouts to just 18 walks. His first pitch of the game is a hard line drive, but caught out in center field by Jonathan Hogart. And so, just like that, he gets the first out. Unfortunately for Ben Miller. That'll bring up Jake Hyde. Nick Shetty on the day gave up, let's see, he gave up 2 hits, both to Kyle Johnson, 5 earned runs because he also gave up 4 walks, only had 3 strikeouts, as the 0-1 pitch to Jake Hyde is lifted high out to right field, but Dustin Mercer will make the play, so that'll be 3 pitches, 2 outs. So a very efficient inning so far from Dylan Zentko. Now Tyler Albright was hit by a pitch, then stole a base, and then his second at bat hit into a fielder's choice and came around to score. He will foul that pitch off, and so it'll be 0-1. It's a 5-2 game. Duke is leading. My computer decided to break on me, so I am recording this the next day. So sorry if it gets less entertaining or if I'm just worse today. But that's the situation. But anyways, let's just continue. It is the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. It's an 0-1 count to, right now I'm unsure. Also, if you can't tell, I also just woke up, so. Pitch from Zentko. Fouled off, so that'll be 0-2 the count. That's right. Zentko had a 3 pitches, 2 outs. Hasn't gotten any strikeouts, hasn't given up any hits or walks. That'll be ball 1, just low. Right now, Duke is leading over Murray State 5-2 in their first game of this Super Regional Series here in Durham. Payoff pitch. Fouled off, out of play. So it'll stay 1-2. Well, Nick, I don't know if I've given a recap on Nick Shetty's day yet, but he had 3 strikeouts. Looks to be, 2 hits? Yeah. 5 earned runs, which is rough. And then he had 5 walks. So those walks really did the damage. As a pitch that was really close for Zentko, umpire says no, and so the at-bat will continue. It's now 2-2, fouls off another pitch out of play, and it'll stay 2-2. Not sure who's up to bat. Maybe I should have put numbers down as well. Oh, it's Albright. Tyler Albright. So Albright on the day has been hit by a pitch. He stole a base, and then he grounded to a fielder's choice, but came around to score. That pitch missed somewhere, and that's ball 3. Oh, it was outside. Yep. Outside pitch. Good call from the umpire. Oh my goodness, this at-bat is taking forever. Fouls off another pitch. This is an 8-pitch at-bat. Albright going on 9. Let's see if Zentko can fool him. And that pitch is hit hard. Lined off the wall in left field. Albright will grow it around second. He slides and he's in there safely. It's a 2-out double from Tyler Albright. That's his first hit of the day. I mean, he smoked this ball. Left fielder couldn't get there. But a good throw in to make him have to dive, I guess. That's not what Zentko wanted. That's okay. I believe that's Duke's 3rd extra base hit and 3rd hit of the game. After Tyler Albright is Sam Harris, who's already down 0-1. Man, I gotta get used to the scoreboard again. Fouls off another pitch for 0-2. So once again, Duke down to their last strike in the inning. Zentko, I'm sure this time wants to capitalize on it. The 0-2 pitch. Popped up sky high into no man's land somewhere in foul territory. The play will be made by not Jake Hyde, excuse me, Luke Mystone. He ranges a long way out to the bullpen that's on the foul lines. He made the catch. That was rather impressive. It looked like Dom Decker had a better angle, but Mystone comes out with a grab. So that'll be the third out. And since the game's already passed, I can just skip right to the 6th inning. How good. See, does Duke bring in a new pitcher for Owen Prosh? No, he's out for the 6th inning, and he throws strike one. He's at 99 pitches right now. See, he's already gone 5, only getting up 2. Will Veerling is the batter. Will Veerling today has gotten a single and a ground into a fielder's choice. And that second pitch for breaking ball is low, so it'll be 1-1 as Prosh's 100th pitch of the game. I said he wouldn't make it past 4, and here we are, he's in the 6th. That is ball 2. Oh, never mind. Thought I clicked something wrong. I didn't. Oh, wait, no, that was called a strike. Oh, 1-2. Strikes him out, swinging. Prosh gets another. Does he not? Oh, it was called a ball. The scoreboard was wrong. You bum. And that is fouled off back. So I have a premature Prosh strikeout. So it's 2-2 the count. And that'll be a backwards K. That's, I believe, the first backwards K of the game. For both teams, yes it is. So that's unfortunate for him, but Prosh gets another out. Veerling just takes a fastball in the zone. He didn't like the call, but it was in there. So that's Prosh's 7th K. First pitch to Dan Talkin is a ball way outside. Talkin is 0 for 1 on the day, but he did get a sac fly in what I believe is the 2nd inning. A 1-1 count now. Ground ball to the second baseman. Throw over to Jake Hyde is in time for the 2nd out. So Owen Prosh has thrown 107 pitches today, and he's held Murray State to 2. Good breaking ball, gets the zone for strike 1. The batter is now Nico Bermio, the DH. He is 0 for 2, flying out to right field and striking out. That's a ball, so it'll be 1-1. With 2 outs. Another breaking ball. Just missed. So it'll be 2-1. That was Prosh's 110th pitch. He might just go 6. Breaking ball. Low, but swung on and fouled off. So it'll be 2-2. Triple ones in the pitch count. Holy smokes. Duke fans have to love it. He's battling. Prosh, and what could be his final batter of the day, ball 3. This will be a full count now for Prosh. Fouled off, so it'll stay 3-2. So 3-2, 2 outs, nobody on. In the top of the 6th, Duke is leading 5-2. In the Durham Super Regional, it is game 1, so a win here is better than losing. I don't know. Can't get the curveball by him, so it'll stay 3-2. Pale pitch. Way upstairs. He'll walk him. So Nick Bermeo gets on base for the Murray State Racers. That's just Prosh's second walk of the game. And now up to plate would be Connor Cunningham. Having a little mound visit. But I can just skip it. Oh, is that the end of Prosh's day? It is indeed. So he will throw 5 2/3 innings pitched. And I'll get you that recap once I get to the next inning. And who the new pitcher is, of course. All right. Owen Prosh on the day had 7 strikeouts, 4 hits given up, just 2 walks, and 2 earned runs. So a really solid day. I mean, he threw 117 pitches, something crazy. Wait, did he get that last out? I'm so confused. I didn't see that. Oh, I skipped a part I shouldn't have. On accident. So who's his new pitcher? Mark Hindy. Oh, it's that guy who was warming up like a long time ago. So Mark Hindy has a 3.18 ERA and 28 1/3 innings pitched so far this year. And he'll face Connor Cunningham. And that batter, long story short, with an 0-1 count, he grounded out to first base. That'll end the bottom of the 5th inning. And now we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Ball 1. First pitch from Zentko. Mason or Macon Winslow, whatever it is. That foul ball. High foul. And Murray State can't get there. So it's new life for Winslow. Let's see. 1-1 count to Winslow. The pitch from Zentko. Another foul ball. That'll make it 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Oh, I guess I didn't put 1-2 on there. Hard line drive down the third base line, but it is foul. So it'll stay 1-2. Another foul ball. Zentko cannot throw anything by anybody That's why he doesn't have any strikeouts. Holy smokes. They just foul everything off. It's a little annoying. Curveball low. So it'll be 2-2. 2-2. Outside. Now it is 3-2. It's the full count pitch. Ball up. That'll be Zenko's first walk of the day. And that would be Winslow's second walk of the day. Seems as though he's been patient. Last time he walked, he came all the way around to score. That's been the 6th walk from Murray State this game. 1 walk per inning is not a good way to go about things. First pitch to Berger is a called strike. It seems to be what Zenko does. He throws the first 2 pitches for strikes and either gets a ground ball or he walks him. But either way, Jake Berger on the day has 2 walks. I'm sure he'd love to make it a hit. You can't complain if you're getting on base every time he throws a ball. One pitch. In there for strike 2. Good breaking ball. Gets the edge of the zone. Outside to Jake Berger, the lefty. It is a lefty-lefty matchup. We'll see if finally Zenko can throw it by somebody. Pickoff attempt. Wasn't even close. Winslow's back easy. No outs here. This would be a big first out. Since the next batter is Kyle Johnson, who's 2 for 2. Might wanna get this guy out. Payoff pitch from Zenko. That ball is hit hard and far, and I believe it is foul. So that is a very long strike for Jake Berger. I mean, he's doing what most of the Duke players have been doing, just foul off balls and then just get walked. 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Shocker. Count still 1-2. Next pitch, ball 2. Duke has done a great job of this the entire day, and that's just working the count. Zenko has thrown 1 inning and is now throwing in the bottom of the 6th inning, and he has 30 pitches now as that ball is fouled off from Berger. That is extremely good. Or extremely good from Duke. That's not good for Zenko. But Berger now on his however many pitches this at-bat has been, because it's been a lot, is in, finally gets a fastball by him. Zenko will get his first strikeout. And for the first time today, Jake Berger's heading back to the dugout. Zenko finally able to throw it by somebody, as now steps to the plate Kyle Johnson. That's a fastball in there for strike 1. Kyle Johnson on the day has a home run his first at bat and a double his second. We'll see what he can do. That ball is hit very hard, very far, off the wall. Winslow, does he round third? He does, he scores. So Duke will be up 6-2 against Murray State as Kyle Johnson gets his second double of the day. That ball was hit very hard. I think he thought it was gone, but it goes off the top of the wall in straight center field. And Kyle Johnson now has his third extra base hit of the game. 2 doubles and a home run. I don't know how many RBIs he has today, but that would be his, let's see, at least his third. I would assume his either fourth or fifth. So right now the 9-hole hitter for Duke is just carrying. So Zenko gives up his first earned run of the day. That pitch is a strike, so it'll be 0-1 to Wallace Clark. He's 0 for 2 today, but he did get a walk his last time up. Zenko checks on Johnson to no avail. He'll get back. Oh, 1 pitch. Up and in for ball 1. Clark has had good ABs all day. I would say he's been the best at working the count on this team, as he'll take a fastball in the zone for strike 2. It was on the inside part, so it will be 1-2. Zenko, the payoff pitch, as a ball low. So it'll be 2-2 now. A familiar story for Murray State all day long. Fifth pitch on the way. Fouled off back, so it'll be 2-2. It'll stay 2-2, rather. This will be the 6th pitch to Wallace Clark. That's another quality AB for the Duke team. I want to know how many they have. As that is popped up to the Murray State bullpen. Oh my goodness, what a great catch. Dustin Mercer dives for it as he goes over the mounds in the bullpen. That could not have felt good. Kyle Johnson tags up and gets to third. That's the second out of the inning. Great diving play from Dustin Mercer. He had to run a long way to get that. So Wallace Clark does his job. Gets a sac fly. Now batting Ben Rounds. He is 0 for 3 on the day. I believe he's one of only 2 Duke players to not have been on base this entire game. As that's a ball, and now a strike fouled out of play. It'll be 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Oh, that fastball missed just outside. So it'll be 2-1 the count. Man on third, a hit drives in Duke's 7th run of the game. I'm sure Ben Rounds would love to get a hit here, but that was a ball inside just above the knees. So it'll be 3-1 the count. Rounds hoping to get on first for the first time this game. But 3-1, 2 outs. Zenko the pitch. Hard hit ball out to right field. That will get down. Kyle Johnson scores. Rounds to second. So the 2-out double scores Duke's 7th. All on a 3-1 pitch. Wow. Well, there you go. Put Ben Rounds on the board for a hit. And so once again, Kyle Johnson comes around and scores. Wallace Clark did his job, moved him over to third. That hit probably would have scored Johnson anyways. But instead, he just has to run 90 feet. Murray State out for a mound visit. Couldn't think of the word. So that'll be Zenko's second run given up. And he's given up 3 hits here. Duke today has had 6 walks, 5 extra base hits, and they've seen 132 pitches. That's how good they've been at watching and just running the count full and all that. And Zenko's day is done. Just an inning and 2/3 pitched. And now it'll bring up Reese Oakley. For Murray State, he has a 7.02 ERA and 16 2/3 innings pitched. That is not the best. The first pitch from him, ground ball over to Carson Garner. And the throw to first will be in time. And that'll end the inning. Reese Oakley gets out of it. And it is just 7-2. Only. Top of the 7th. The first pitch from Hindi is a ball to Jonathan Hogart. Hogart on the day is 1 for 3 with a single in his second at bat, I believe. And now it is 2-0 count. Hindi the pitch. First strike in there. Breaking ball ends up right down the middle. Hindi the third ball, that one inside. It'll be 3-1. Duke sitting pretty with a 5-run lead. But Hindi will walk Hogart. So that's Duke's 3rd walk allowed of the game, which isn't too bad. So in Hogart's 4th plate appearance, he will walk. And that first pitch to Dustin Mercer is a strike. The second pitch to him is also a strike. and fouled out of play. Payoff pitch. Mercer thinks about swinging at a breaking ball outside, but holds off. So it'll be 1-2 now. Hindi, that payoff pitch again. Fouled off by Mercer. Now Dustin Mercer working a good count. He'll see his 5th pitch of the at-bat. Hindi looking for his first strikeout of the day, and that'll be way upstairs. Winslow didn't even know he caught it. It was that high. So it'll be 2-2. He's got a man on first. A pitch just barely fouls it off. That was an ugly swing from Dustin Mercer. That'll be ball 3 now. To Dustin. Hindi does not want to walk 2 people in a row. Another foul ball from Mercer. Everyone's working counts today. What just happened? Should be in the top of the 7th, not the top of the 6th. My computer is not locked in, let me tell you. Three and 2. I don't even know what happened there. Oh. Ball runner was going, so it's fouled off again. So Mercer will see another pitch. Reed Easterly is getting up and active for Duke. Hindi, the pitch. That is a hit. So Dustin Mercer gets his first hit of the day, and that'll make the bases 1st and 2nd. Get rid of that third base runner. But yeah, great. Nice little piece of hitting. Hitting the ball where it's at. And that'll get down to left field in front of Ben Rounds. First pitch to Carson Garner is a strike. He's 0 for 2 on the day, but he did walk. So now Murray State only has one man who hasn't been aboard yet. That would be Dan Hawken. Hasn't gotten a hit. As now the count is 0-2 to Garner. Breaking ball low. Doesn't bite. This will be ball 1. That pitch is high, so it'll be 2-2 now to Garner. Next pitch, breaking ball low and inside. It'll be 3-2 now. Another full count in this game. Foul ball. So it'll stay 3-2. India's not doing a good job of just putting away a hitter when he can. Payoff pitch from Hindi. Walked him. So Garner gets on base. That's his 2nd walk of the game. And now Hogart advances to 3rd. And now, with the walk from Garner, that'll bring up Dom Decker. 3 singles so far this game. He has not gotten out yet. And Easterly will be called in for Duke. That means Mark Hindy only throws a third of an inning, as Easterly has to come in and get all 3 outs. So read Easterly. This is his 36th appearance of the season. He has a 3.04 ERA in 68 innings pitched. And he inherits bases loaded, no outs. So this poor guy is going to have to work here. And it is Dom Decker. It was 3 for 3. First pitch. Strike on the outside part of the plate. Second pitch now. It'll be strike 2 to Dom Decker, the hottest batter on Murray State. That ball is lined but foul. Easterly a sigh of relief that thing didn't go fair, because that might have scored 3 and put Murray State right back in this game. This is a huge 7th inning. Murray State has to make this hurt for Duke. 0-2 pitch. Decker fouls this one off. Any hit's going to score at least 1, probably 2. A walk scores 1. A sac fly scores 1 and advances another to third. And any extra base hit scores everyone. This would be 0-2. Looks like Dom Decker did something to himself. So he's going to need a moment. Dom Decker on the season has a .417 average with bases loaded this season, as he'll foul off another pitch. So it'll stay 0-2. Another pitch fouled off. So Decker will extend the count even more than it already is. Uh-oh. Ball gets away from Winslow. Hogarth decides to stay at third. So it'll be ball 1 to Decker. That's a breaking ball low. It bounces off of Winslow's chest protector and it goes way off to the right of the catcher. 1-2 pitch. That ball is singled into short left center field. That'll score 1. And will that score 2 is the question. I don't believe so. I think that only got 1 in. But the bases now stay loaded. And Dom Decker has his 4th single of the game. So Reed Easterly gives up his first hit of the game. But that is Hindy's first earned run of the day. And that pitch, the 1-0, is caught by Kyle Johnson in center. It's the sac fly from Luke Mystone. Will score Dustin Mercer from third Garner was running, so he has to retreat back to second base. So it'll be guys on first and third with one out. But Murray State scores their 4th run of the game. And that is counts against Hindi as his 2nd earned run. That pitch, first pitch hacking, doesn't get down. Kyle Johnson makes the play. So the runners will have to stay put. A great play from Kyle Johnson to rob Will Vierling of a hit. He had a great jump on it, didn't even have to dive. So now it'll be 2 outs in the top of the 7th. And now Dan Talkin, the only man on Murray State to not have gotten on base this entire game. But he did have a sac fly, so he did contribute. That'll be 0-1 to him. Second pitch. Ground ball foul, so it'll be 0-2 now. Easterly ahead in the count. The 0-2 pitch. Swung and missed. Easterly gets his first strikeout of the game. As he gets Talkin swinging. We have made it to the bottom of the 7th inning. Reese Oakley on the mound threw 1 pitch and got out of the bottom of the 6th inning. So it was first of the 7th inning. Fouled off for strike 1 is Jake Hyde at the plate. Is 0 for 2, but had a walk. Oh, 1 pitch. That breaking ball will miss the zone. So now it'll be a 1-1 count. Hyde looking to give an insurance run for Duke here. Swing, it's a ball up. Actually, no swing. What am I talking about? Pitch is too high. Jake Hyde doesn't swing. And it'll be ball 2. 4th pitch of the AB. Fastball just barely clips the bottom of the zone. That must have been a perfect pitch. That's a pitcher's pitch right there. So it'll be 2-2 to Jake Hyde. Pitch from Oakley. Way outside. Not a competitive pitch whatsoever. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Full count to Hyde. That is a ball inside, so that'll walk Jake Hyde. That is the first anything given up by Reese Oakley. And now after Hyde brings up Tyler Albright, shows bunt. Misses, but it's in the zone anyways. And now Vierling checks on the runner. Hyde just gets back. Vierling thought he had him, but he doesn't, so it'll be 0-1. Tyler Albright on the day is 1 for 2. He has a double, got hit by a pitch, and stole a base. Pitch from Oakley. Fastball in the zone. This will be 0-2. 0-2 pitch to Albright. Curveball gets the zone. That's a backwards K. He watches it all the way into the zone. So that'll be Oakley's first strikeout of the game. That first pitch is a curveball swung and missed to Sam Harris. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Second pitch to Harris. Blooper caught by the third baseman. Carson Garner comes on and catches that little pop infield fly thing and gets the out. Now to bring up Winslow, the catcher. He has 2 walks on the day, but grounded into a double play. Oakley wants a new ball. First pitch is a strike to Winslow. That fastball got the bottom part of the zone. Oakley gets the signal. Pitch. Offered up by Winslow. Back pick from Vierling gets Hyde. Wait, maybe not. It looked like the umpire at first called him out, but the inning continues. So it'll just be 0-2. Oh, he was saying out to the swing, or the check swing by Winslow. That ball is grounded right to Connor Cunningham. He'll flip to second, and he'll get the third out of the inning. So now we go to the top of the 8th. Duke leading 7-4. Top of the 8th now. Duke this season is 34-0 when leading in the 7th inning. Bunt! And he'll be out. Okay. So Bermeo tries to bunt his way on, but to no avail. He bunts this ball just in front of the mound, so Winslow will grab it and make the play. Tried a little small ball there, but it didn't work. First pitch to Cunningham is no good. That'll be a ball. Second pitch, called strike. It'll be 1-1 to the shortstop. Racers need to get something going. So they're running out of innings. Cunningham will swing at a ball and foul it off his foot. That can't feel good. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Here in the Durham Super Regional. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, gets Cunningham on the breaking ball outside. Easterly gets his second strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up now Jonathan Hogart. He got things started in the last inning for Murray State, came around to score on his leadoff walk. One 0 pitch now to Hogart. He lines it, and a great leap by the third baseman, Ben Miller, for Duke to get the out and bring us to the bottom of the 8th. First pitch to Kyle Johnson is a ball, so it'll be 1-0. Right now, Kyle Johnson has to be the player of the game if Duke wins. He's 3 for 3. Dom Decker might be 4 for 4, but Johnson has 2 doubles and a home run his first at bat, so that'd be the first strike to him. It is still Reese Oakley out in the mound. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball cut on. Foul down the first base line. So now it's 1-2. Kyle Johnson looking for his 4th hit on the day. That'd be a story. Another extra base hit too. That'd be insane. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside. So it's now 2-2. That quick top of the 8th inning for Duke. Easterly was just very efficient. He just did a great job. I mean, that first bunt just didn't work out as the pitch is fouled off again, straight back. It'll stay 2-2. So that'd be Easterly's 2nd inning pitched. He's done a great job in the 6 outs he's gotten. That is ripped, but caught by the first baseman, Luke Mystone. And so now Jake Berger. Jake Berger was up to the plate when it was not Kyle Johnson, but rather Jake Berger, I suppose. And now it should be Kyle Johnson up to the plate, which it is. So now Kyle Johnson's up. Jake Berger, who I mistook for Kyle Johnson, had 2 walks and then lined out to the first baseman. Oh, so Kyle Johnson will start off 0-2 with the check swing. Yep, he went around. So now it's 0-2. Oakley in a good spot to get Johnson out for the first time this game. Payoff pitch, 0-2. Low and outside to the righty. So it'd be 1-2 now. To Kyle Johnson. 1-2. Ground ball down the third base line and foul. So stay 1-2. Fifth pitch to Kyle Johnson. Breaking ball, bounces it. Johnson doesn't offer. So it'll be 2-2. Can Mr. Kyle Johnson get his 4th extra base hit of the game? I'm hoping that'd be a pretty cool thing. Come on, Kyle Johnson. Do something here. 2-2. Lined over the head of Connor Cunningham. And he'll have his 4th hit. It is a single, but he does get on base with his 4th hit. 3 extra base hits on the day with a 4th. Oh, he's limping it looks like he was limping all the way to first. He makes it, and he's also staying in the game First pitch to Wallace Clark is a strike, I believe, on the check swing. So it'll be 0-1. Wallace Clark is 0 for 3 on the day, but did walk in his third plate appearance. That pitch is low and it gets away from Veerling, but he runs it down. Nobody advances. It'll be a 1-1 count to Wallace Clark. Gotta imagine he wants to put this team up even further than they already are. 3 runs is manageable for Murray State, but I'm sure that they'd much rather have to score, or they'd much rather make Murray State score 4 or 5 than 3. Wow, that was a very convoluted way of explaining that. Anyways, the 1-1 pitch from Reese Oakley. Nope. Checks on Johnson. He gets back safely. A pitch to Wallace Clark is a ball. So it'll be 2-1. Two one pitch now to Clark inside. Doesn't hit him. Doesn't hit him. Ah, I was once again yawning. It is early. It's early. That's all right. 3-1 to Clark. He will walk him. That's Clark's second walk of the day. Matt Parento, whoever that is in the bullpen for Murray State. That was Oakley's second walk of the game. We'll have a mound visit. Oakley's at 32 pitches for a reliever. That's a lot, so we might see a pitching change here, or in the very near future. This is a very long time out here. Still first and second. Oakley is still out on the mound. First pitch to Dustin Mercer. Ball low and inside. Zach Jackson into the game as a pinch runner for Kyle Johnson. Now the 1-0 pitch is a strike to not Dustin Mercer. I meant to say Ben Rounds. Dustin Mercer is the player for Murray State, not Duke. So it is Ben Rounds. He is 1 for 4 on the day. His last out he had a double. One pitch. Ball low. So it'll be 2-1. Oakley needs to get out of this inning here. And preferably in under 40 pitches. You don't want your relievers throwing that many. That ball is bounced to the first baseman, Mystone. And the play is made, so that'd be the second out of the inning. But the runners will advance to second and third. It was a high chopper. And now Ben Miller steps up to the plate for Duke, the only hitter on this Duke team that hasn't been on base yet. He is 0 for 4. Oakley hasn't given up a run yet, so if he can get Miller out, that would be a dream. As that's strike one. To him, a breaking ball just ends up in the zone. Gotta love it. Oh, one delivery from Oakley. Swings at the low ball. Low. Might have been a changeup, but anyways, it brings it to 0-2 with 2 outs. Duke down to the last strike in this 8th inning here. This will be the 39th pitch from Reese Oakley. So far, he's walked 2 guys on the day with a strikeout. And that pitch, that's his second strikeout. High cheddar. Miller swings at it and misses. So it'll be 7-4. Duke leading. Skip to the top of the 9th inning. That first pitch to, who would that be? Number 10. I believe that's Dustin Mercer. It is. So that'll be the first pitch strike. Second pitch, low curveball. Mercer swings at it. Does not make contact, so it'll be 0-2. Reed Easterly is still in the game. Payoff pitch, low. Bounces away from Winslow a little bit. Doesn't really matter, no one's on base. But it will be the first ball of the at-bat. Reese Oakley's day will be done, but he did throw 2 1/3 innings. So that's really good. He didn't give up any runs. Walked 2, struck out 2. Otherwise, but it is a 2-2 count. A good swing, and now a single from Dustin Mercer. That's a good start to the top of the 9th inning. Easterly now has given up his second hit of the game. Murray State actually so far this game has out-hit Duke 9-6 hits. Easterly hasn't walked anybody yet though. Carson Garner, who's 0 for 2 on the day, did walk and is, oh, he's walked twice. I have him walking twice. As that will be a ball upstairs. Oh, forgot to put Mercer on first. 1-0 pitch to Mercer, Garner. That is a strike called on the breaking pitch. It'll be 1-1, no outs. A home run here puts them within 1. That's a ground ball over to Ben Miller. He'll throw to second, gets the first, turn over to first, gets the second. And so it'll be now 2 outs in the inning for Duke. As Garner grounds into double play. Duke goes around the horn. 5-4-3 double play. Decker, first pitch swinging and diving catch by Ben Miller. Didn't get any hits on the day, but will close out the win for Duke. So they take the first game of the Super Regional here in Durham. I mean, a great swing by Decker. Just an insane play by Ben Miller. Just really great catch. Easterly pitches 3 innings in the game. Gives up 2 hits, but strikes out 2. And I'd say player of the game, Kyle Johnson. 4 for 4 A home run in his first at bat, 2 doubles in his second and third, and then a single after that. And so Duke inches closer now to the Men's College World Series. I'll be commentating this whole series, so I'll see you in the next video for Game 2.